Hello, Ritesh. How are you?
Sir, I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Ritesh, first of all, though, I would like to congratulate you that you have reached up to UPSC interview three times.
Thank you, sir.
And when I was going through your DAF, तो मैंने देखा कि you did engineering
Yes.
and you took public administration. So today it will be really nice if you can give some insights कि why public administration is easy, interesting, scoring, and useful for UPSC preparation for any background like you did engineering but you also took public administration. तो अगर अगर तुम स्टूडेंट्स को ये बता पाओ ना कि पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन क्यों इतना इजी इंटरेस्टिंग स्कोरिंग होता है और क्या क्या फील किया वाइल प्रिपरेशन.
So, sir, it is very useful. The first stop, all that the service for which we are preparing for this examination. So it has a lot of overlapping. The things that we learn in the paper one, all the theoretical part has a direct application at the ground level, and also in the later part when a bureaucrat has to suggest various policy measures.
Mhm.
That's the first thing. And sir, I think that it is easy because the syllabus is very much limited. There will be around 11 topics in paper 1 and paper 2, and those things are very much overlapping with paper 2, paper 3, and paper 4 of general studies. And one has to get very limited amount of technical term. One has to understand those things and try to write them in that answer sheet.
So what do you feel? Like you got three times interview call, and I'm quite sure you will get through this year with very good rank. But
Thank you, sir.
what do you think in the hindsight that taking public administration was the right decision?
So definitely, it is a right decision because I still remember that when I started preparing for this examination, and things were very much correlated. I was feeling more confident. The more I was into the subject, it was more interesting, and especially like that, I studied about the bureaucracy, and that is directly related to the ground level, or that it is related to transparency, accountability, or the citizen-centric administration.
I don't know. I also know because I also cracked UPSC with the public administration two times. So I completely agree. I completely feel it what you are saying. But I want to like let other students also know कि public administration coming from different backgrounds, students find very easy. So like you also did engineering. So you did not find any difficulty while preparing public administration.
And there is a lot of interlinking. But when I was well versed with the subject and I understood the key demand, then things become easy for me. And also, I want to add one thing. Like very often we see that the student has to go through second ERC, so they go into the market, try to purchase a summary form, try to study in a skeletal form. It's something like delegated legislation. But for us, like when we go through the second ERC, it is very wonderful. We understand each and every technical terms.
Ultimately, the entire preparation of UPSC becomes easy if you choose this subject.
Definitely, sir.
Essay, ethics, everything.
I think ethics, yes, sir. Ethics. I still remember that it has a lot of overlapping.
Okay, great. तो अब तो मैं बस यही चाहूंगा कि now after your selection, then you give some insights directly to the students.
Yes, sir.
Choosing optional is really a right like great decision for UPSC preparation. तो अगर आप इसको starting में सही decision ले लेते हो, क्योंकि काफी लोग हैं जो कंफ्यूज रहते हैं और स्पेशली इंजीनियरिंग के स्टूडेंट्स हु क्रैक इन मैक्सिमम नंबर, लेकिन वो कंफ्यूज रहते हैं कि पबैट कैसा है. लेकिन मैंने तो देखा है कि इंजीनियरिंग के स्टूडेंट्स इनफैक्ट इन 2020 रैंक 1 विद पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एंड ही वाज आल्सो इंजीनियर.
यस.
तो लास्ट मिनट कोई टिप्स देना चाहते हो पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लिए स्टूडेंट्स को कि कितने महीने में खत्म हो सकता है, कितनी मिनिमम बुक्स पढ़ के हो सकता है और आपको स्पेशल एफर्ट लगाना पड़ेगा या नहीं, और इसका जीएस में एग्जैक्टली कितना रोल है, और आपको अगर पबैड ले लिया तो आपका बाकी रास्ता, आपकी पूरी जर्नी कितनी आसान हो जाएगी?
Sir, like if someone is studying for 3-4 months, then also it is sufficient.
Perfect.
And its resources are very much limited. One has to read only few books, 1 or 2 books, focus more on second ARC and the notes. They had to revise their notes multiple times. Then there is also one other aspect. Like for the other option, I'm not aware about that. But for public administration, one can make short notes in 40 pages, writing just the key terms. And that will be very handy for revising it.
And the beauty is you can use those same keywords in different questions, and
yes,
in
sir.
paper 1 also, in paper 2, same repeated
same
words.
thing.
Yes.
Like in introduction, conclusion, like there is a district administration, so we can use RICS in introduction. So there is interlinking. The different topics are already interlinked. And one thing that I want to highlight is that this subject has consistently shown resilience. Like those who are topping this examination, they are getting more than 310 marks. There are a lot of candidates who are like 3-4 candidates who are getting more than 300 marks on a regular basis. So if someone is working hard and has a good command over the subject, then there is a high probability that they will score very good.
Can you just tell me what was your score in your first attempt with public administration mains?
Sir, in first attempt it was 270, and in second attempt, sir, it was 220.
Okay. It was really wonderful marks. And मुझे लगता है कि पबैड की वजह से ही, because पबैड की वजह से जीएस में एफर्ट कम हो जाता है.
Yeah, definitely.
तो जीएस में एफर्ट कम हो जाता है तो ओवरऑल रिजल्ट अच्छा आता है.
हाँ, yeah, this is true.
तो मैं तो अब चाहूंगा विरितेश कि जल्दी से, मुझे लगता है आफ्टर 10 days रिजल्ट विल बी आउट.
Yes, sir.
And then you come live and interact with the students.
Yes,
And
sir, definitely.
before going to the training, if you can give 3-4 classes also your precious time, so yeah, it will be wonderful for the students.
Sir, I will love to do that once getting selected.
Definitely. We are so very hopeful by looking at your knowledge, by looking at your zeal towards GS also, towards public administration also, and the way you reply. And I'm sure this method of replying also you somewhere you developed through public administration only.
Yes, by constantly pondering about the public administration and the zeal to use the different knowledge of public administration. I try to use it in different area.
Okay, nice. तो चलो अब हम तुम्हारे रिजल्ट के बाद ही मिलते हैं. All the best. और I hope that this video will help other students also कि why to take public administration.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Desh.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.